Shalom, my name is Yeshua Yaakov, and I'm making this video from Jerusalem. Just want to check the volume here. The volume is not up. Okay, now the volume is up. Thank you. It is a comment on the Rachel Corrie footage. The most important thing is to connect it to the bulldozer in Jerusalem that killed 3 people, and the meta-narrative of that attack yesterday that killed 2 mothers, each with families. And I've been very ill for the last 24 hours. In fact, devastated, and I'm very weak now, so I won't be able to talk very long in this video. But I want to say 3 things. The Rachel Corrie murder was exactly that, and the saddest fact of this murder was the waste of this blessed soul's life. And we again extend our condolences to the mother and father and the family on the loss of Corrie. Rachel Corrie. Far more important, the second great tragedy is to see the footage of the film that shows the Israeli soldier that used this bulldozer to murder Rachel. He's laughing, and he's quite satisfied with what he did. And so I can only say that to the commanders in the IDF, if this is what you've developed, if this is what you've trained, you've destroyed the ethic, moral, and decency of the Jewish people. And that's why Zionism has collapsed. Zionism was communism. That's why it's collapsed. And the next thing that has to collapse in Israel is the communism. Having said that, yesterday there was a bulldozer that attacked right outside where I live, right up the corner. And a young mother handed her little girl, Efrat, out the window and died seconds later. Well, the meta-narrative of that is this. The little girl that was handed out the window, in metaphor, is Rachel Corrie. And the mother is a sacrifice, is a korban that's pure. For the enormity of the injustice that was done against Rachel Corrie. This great woman lost her life. She was chosen because of her purity. Secondly, the meta-narrative of the film, the footage that we saw from the news, where you see an Israeli jump up on the bulldozer, and he shoots the driver in the head. The meta-narrative, and that means the grammar, the meaning of it, is that is the response of Israel to that's what Israel thinks of the mind, of the head that used the bulldozer to run over and crush Rachel Corrie. That's what all Israel thinks of that pathetic excuse for a human being. And so that's the meta-narrative. We all saw the driver of the bulldozer getting shot in the head, and that's the meaning. That's the klal. That's all Israel rejecting, the mind, the head of the driver of the bulldozer that murdered Rachel Corrie. That's the meta-narrative. And there's much more, but it's too exhausting, far too emotionally exhausting. And I've had a a very difficult 24-hour period, and I have to regain my strength. So I don't have anything more to say except that I'm Yoshua Yaakov Ben Avraham. I'm the author of Hunanomics, which is the trilogy for the East-West convergence model after the collapse of the local reality. Its central organizing principle is receiving to give, and it also provides the economic paradigm, the integration of labor. What has to be done is Israel has to take responsibility and change its policy and practice. The moment this young girl was run over, the Israeli policies destroying Palestinians and their lives, and it's finished. It's Rachel Corrie's death was the collapse of the local reality of the IDF policies of forced, coerced, violent relocation of masses of Palestinians. Anyway, we bless Rachel Corrie's memory, and I would simply say I don't think there's a commander or a soldier in the IDF could stand up and show the courage that Rachel Corrie did. She laid down her life for these people who had no one to stand up for them. She's somebody. She's a person to be respected. We pray and we bless her memory. Israel did a very great injustice and a very great wrong, murdering her. And what we've done since is even worse. And that's the reckoning that came yesterday. And the Mashiach is here, and the ascent to the quantum reality is blocked because of her denial. And so this blessed soul that handed her little baby Efrat out the window just before she lost her life and was crushed in the car, she was the korban, the offering of heaven, to atone for the enormity of the injustice of Rachel's murder. I know I've said this twice, but it's very important to repeat it so that we understand. And in respect of the other mother, teacher, mother of 3 children, we bless her memory, and the man who lost his life. Thank you for listening. I'm Yoshua Yaakov.